Why can't you speak English? The truth no one tells you. Have you been studying English for years, but you still freeze when someone asks you a simple question? You know hundreds, maybe thousands of English words. You understand YouTube videos with subtitles. You can answer grammar questions. You can even pass English exams. But when it's time to speak, your mind goes blank. Your heart beats faster. You panic, and the only thing that comes out is, "Sorry, my English is not very good." If this sounds familiar, here's the surprising truth. The problem is probably not your English. The problem is how you've been learning it. Millions of learners around the world believe they are bad at languages. They think they're too old, too shy, or not intelligent enough. But that's simply not true. Children aren't born speaking English. Neither are successful English speakers in countries where English isn't the first language. The difference isn't talent. The difference is habit. Today you're going to discover the real reasons why you can't speak English. And more importantly, what you can do to finally change it. One of the biggest reasons you can't speak English is that you've been learning English instead of using English. Imagine someone who spends 5 years reading books about swimming. They know every swimming technique, understand how to move their arms, know how to breathe properly, and can even name every Olympic champion. But they've never entered a swimming pool. Would they be able to swim? Of course not. Speaking English works exactly the same way. Many learners spend years memorizing grammar rules, vocabulary lists, and textbook dialogues. They collect information instead of building communication skills. Speaking is a skill, and skills only improve through practice. You don't become a better driver by reading about driving, and you don't become a better guitarist by watching guitar videos. In the same way, you don't become a better English speaker by studying grammar all day. The only way to become fluent is to actually speak, even if you make mistakes. In fact, especially if you make mistakes. Every conversation teaches your brain something that no grammar book ever can. Another major reason people struggle to speak English is that they're afraid of making mistakes. This is probably the biggest reason people never become confident speakers. They don't want to sound stupid. They don't want people to laugh at them. They don't want to pronounce words incorrectly. So they wait. They tell themselves, "I'll speak when my English is perfect." But here's the problem. Perfect English doesn't exist. Even native speakers make grammar mistakes. They forget words. They mispronounce names. They correct themselves. Nobody speaks perfectly all the time. Communication isn't about perfection. It's about connection. Imagine a tourist asking, "Where train station?" The sentence isn't grammatically correct, but everyone understands. Communication happened. That's what language is for. Every mistake is proof that you're trying. Every mistake is a step closer to fluency. The people who become fluent aren't the ones who avoid mistakes. They're the ones who make thousands of them and keep going. Another hidden obstacle is that you translate everything. Many learners think in their native language first, and then translate each word into English. This may work for very simple sentences, but as conversations become faster, translation becomes impossible. Imagine someone asks you, "What did you do last weekend?" Instead of answering immediately, your brain starts translating every word one by one. By the time you've finished, the conversation has already moved on. Fluent speakers don't translate. They think directly in English. The good news is that this is a skill you can train. Start with small things. Look around your room and name objects in English. Describe your breakfast in English. Talk to yourself while cooking. Think about your plans for tomorrow in English. Little by little, your brain will stop translating and start thinking naturally. Many learners also focus too much on grammar. Grammar is important, but grammar isn't the first thing children learn. Babies don't study verb tenses or memorize grammar charts. They listen, they copy, they repeat, they make mistakes. Eventually, grammar becomes natural. Adults often do the opposite. They spend months learning grammar before speaking. Imagine learning to ride a bicycle by studying physics. You could understand balance perfectly, but until you actually ride the bike, you'll never learn. Grammar supports communication, but it should never replace communication. Learn grammar, but don't wait until you've mastered every rule before you start speaking. Listening is another area that many learners underestimate. Speaking begins with listening. Think about how children learn. For years before they speak clearly, they spend thousands of hours listening. Their brains absorb sounds, rhythm, pronunciation, and sentence patterns. Adults often try to speak without enough listening practice. The result is that they know vocabulary, but don't know how real English sounds. Listen every day. Listen to podcasts, YouTube videos, audiobooks, movies, and interviews. Don't worry if you don't understand everything. Your brain is learning patterns. Over time, sentences begin to sound familiar. Eventually, you'll start saying expressions you've heard hundreds of times, not because you memorized them, but because they became natural. Another common mistake is studying only when you feel motivated. Motivation feels amazing, but motivation disappears. Successful learners don't depend on motivation. They depend on routine. Imagine brushing your teeth. You don't wait until you're motivated. You simply do it because it's part of your daily life. English should become the same. 10 minutes every day is more powerful than 3 hours once a week. Consistency always beats intensity. Small progress every day becomes huge progress over time. Many learners also make the mistake of learning too much at once. One day they study grammar, the next day vocabulary, then pronunciation, idioms, phrasal verbs, business English, and countless other topics. Their brain becomes overloaded. Instead, simplify your learning. Master one topic, practice it repeatedly. Then, move on to the next one. Depth is always more valuable than quantity. Comparing yourself to others is another reason you feel like you can't speak English. Social media makes this even worse. You watch someone speaking perfect English after only 6 months and immediately think, why can't I do that? But you don't know their story. Maybe they studied 8 hours a day. Maybe they lived abroad. Maybe they've actually been learning for 10 years. Everyone learns differently. Your only competition is yesterday's version of yourself. Celebrate every small improvement. Speaking one sentence today is better than speaking none yesterday. Progress is still progress. Another reason people never reach fluency is that they quit too soon. Learning English isn't a straight line. Some weeks you'll improve quickly. Other weeks you'll feel completely stuck. This is normal. Every skill has plateaus. A plateau doesn't mean you're failing. It means your brain is organizing what you've already learned. Keep going. One day, You'll suddenly realize that you understood an entire movie scene. You'll answer someone without translating. You'll have your first real conversation. Those moments don't happen overnight. They happen because you refuse to quit. Finally, one of the biggest obstacles isn't your English at all, it's what you believe about yourself. If you keep telling yourself, "My English is terrible," or "I'll never speak fluently," or "I'm too old," your brain starts believing those thoughts. Instead, change your internal conversation. Tell yourself, "I'm improving every day." Tell yourself, "Mistakes help me learn." Tell yourself, "Every conversation makes me stronger." Confidence doesn't come before speaking. Confidence comes from speaking. If you truly want to speak English confidently, don't wait for the perfect moment. Start with simple daily actions that train your brain to use English naturally. Speak out loud every single day, even if you're alone. Describe what you're doing, what you see around you, or what you're planning to do later. Listen to real English every day through YouTube videos, podcasts, TV shows, or audiobooks. Read short articles and stories aloud to improve your pronunciation and confidence. Learn useful phrases instead of isolated words, because native speakers think in expressions, not single vocabulary items. Stop worrying about sounding perfect and focus on being understood. Most importantly, practice consistently. 15 minutes every day is far more effective than studying for 3 hours once a week. Never stop using English. Every sentence you speak strengthens your confidence, and every conversation makes the next one easier. If you've ever felt embarrassed because you couldn't express yourself, if you've ever stayed silent because you were afraid of making mistakes, or if you've ever believed that everyone else learns faster than you, remember this: every fluent English speaker was once a beginner. Every confident speaker once struggled to form simple sentences. Every expert once felt nervous. The difference is that they kept going. Fluency isn't reserved for people with special talent. It's earned by ordinary people who practice consistently, make mistakes bravely, and refuse to give up. One day you'll look back and realize that the conversations, which once terrified you, have become effortless. You'll laugh at the mistakes that used to embarrass you. You'll understand movies without subtitles. You'll travel with confidence. You'll make friends from around the world. You'll discover opportunities you never imagined. And it won't happen because you suddenly became smarter. It will happen because you chose to keep speaking, even when it felt uncomfortable. So stop waiting. Stop chasing perfection. Stop believing you aren't good enough. Your English journey doesn't change tomorrow. It changes the moment you open your mouth and speak today. Because the only person standing between you and fluent English is the person who is afraid to start.